Hi everybody, Advance here, and this is updated version of my Voltaxic Lightning Arrow build for Talisman League. This version of the build is much expensive than previous, but it's also much better. In comparison with the previous version, the DPS has raised from 22k to 38k, maximum life also was increased from 7 to 8k. At the 2.1, GGG added new leech nodes from attacks, which allowed to play nodes through the blood magic. Also in 2.1 was introduced new bow skill Blast Rain with amazing single target DPS, so all problems of the old version of this build disappeared. As I told before, maximum DPS in Lightning Arrow is 38k, on the Blast Rain more than 50k, this is enough to kill all high-end bosses without any problems. I have only 3000 evasion and a 30% dodge from aggro, this is not enough defense from multiple hits, so remember, Porcupines is a real danger for this build. But amazing life pool in 8.2k helped me to survive. Okay, let's see the gear updates which were made in 2.1. I decided to use Chaos Hard, cause you know, when you play at the hardcore, maximum life is never too much. Next is Snakebite Gloves. New poison mechanic looks pretty nice with a Voltaxic build. Poison is very useful against the bosses, cause it gives really good boost to a single target DPS. Also, Snakebite gives a good accuracy and attack speed, so I advise you to try it. But with Snakebite you can use maximum 6 frenzy charges, cause if you will use more, the duration of frenzy will be too low for comfortable game. Anyway, you can use Merigaros if you want, Snakebite is a more refined variant. Let's talk about auras. I decided to drop Arctic Armor and Herald of Ice. I am using only Wrath and Herald of Thunder right now, so I lose Shatter effect from Herald of Ice, and that's why Porcupines are extremely danger for me. But I have an additional gem slot, cause I dropped Blood Magic. And right now my main links looks like Lightning Arrow, GMP, Chain, Added Lightning, Weapon Elemental Damage and Void Manipulation. In Helm, Increased Duration, Blood Rage, Blink Arrow and Wrath. In Gloves, Herald of Thunder, Curse and Hit, Assassin Mark and Ice Golem. In Boots, Frenzy, Weapon Elemental Damage, Faster Attacks and Added Lightning. I use Frenzy as a single target skill against rare monsters, also it helps to sustain Frenzy. The badges are the same like in the previous version of this build, on Normal Orc, on Cruel Crichton and on Merciless also Crichton, or maybe someone wants to help Alira, that's also a good choice. You must use at least one jewel with a 2 mana gained on hit from attacks, this is very important to sustain mana pool. Another jewels should be with life, increased chaos damage, increased projectile damage, maybe lightning damage, etc. I used only one static electricity jewel at the duelist area, but I think in the late game it will be better to use good rare jewel instead of it. For single target against bosses I used another Voltaxic on swap with Blast Rain, Faster Attacks, Cons Effect, Weapon Elemental Damage, Added Lightning and Void Manipulation. And finally here is my tree. You can ask questions at the forum thread. That's all, good luck and stay safe, exiles!